Out here doing a 48 swap on a 2014 Dodge Ram. This is Comp 2, I think it is. There you go. There we go. So this is Jersey, out of New Jersey. Vic Bem's truck. We did a 48 swap, Comp 2. Billet flex plate, triple disc converter, dual fans, Anteater Pro, Porcupine. I don't want to leave anything else out. Full service and little odds and ends, but this really came out nice. Can't wait to drive this and see how this thing moves. Keep an eye out for it. Firepunk diesel.
Alright guys, today we have Tom put Triplet's truck here. We're changing the rear pinion seal on. He is having an issue with it leaking out of the back by the rear axle seal. So I'm in the process of pulling the axle shafts out. We're going to pull the pinion out. We're going to change the crush washer and the rear seal. Fix his leak that he's coming off with having with the rear axle. So we're about to have a fun day smelling gear oil, and we'll get Tom's truck fixed and ready to roll.
A little update on Tom Heinz's truck, a truck that we built a set of triplets for about a month or two ago. Is back in the shop. He's getting a Dodge, a manual T-case, since the Ford side has a slip yoke on it, or doesn't have a slip yoke on it. He wants to go to a one-piece aluminum drive shaft. He wants to go to a new shifter for it. And while I was here, we were looking over the triples, and turns out one of the atmosphere chargers was throwing a little bit of oil out of it. So we took them apart. One of them actually had a thrust that was wearing, and so we took both those off, sent them back to Johnny at Stainless. We're going to get it back together and get them on the road by the end of the week.
So we have Dakota's truck on the dyno. It's an 03 automatic. He bought the truck used a few months ago. He was told it had 150 horsepower injectors, a fleece CP3, and a 474. So we're gonna tune it accordingly off of what is supposed to be in it, and we'll see what kind of power it makes. Alright, after making a few tune adjustments, we got 650 horsepower out of it. Rail was dropping pretty bad. It's not sure, it doesn't seem like it's a 10 or a 12 mil pump. It almost seems like it's more of a sportsman type pump or a CP3K. So the most power we were able to get out of it was 649 horsepower and 1,020 torque on the max effort tune. So he is planning on upgrading his CP3 so that he can hold rail pressure a little bit better, and then he will come back later on this year and see what kind of power we can make out of it then.
Today we have an 07 here with the oil pan issue. Actually, it might be an 08 because this is a 6.7 truck that had bent oil pan. So he looks like something had damaged the bottom flat side of it, and he was concerned. So we're changing the oil pan. Obviously, he was concerned about the pickup tube. So we're going ahead and changing the pickup tube, oil pan, put a new gasket on it, and sending the customer on the way. So we have a fairly simple job. It's just a matter of picking the engine up. I had to drain the coolant, take the coolant elbow off on top of the valve cover so I can get clearance to pick the engine up about 3 inches, roll the oil pan out, and she is ready to roll.
Got to thinking a little bit here this morning. These guys here are good on their bikes, so we figured we'd see what we can come up with. So Got a bunch of chromoly here. Gonna make up a nice rail for them to ride along the back of a couple of trucks. I think they're gonna set up some pallets and ramp some stuff. So should have a lot of fun over lunch here. So we'll see what we can come up with. We got into a little bit of fun here today. Vic and Jersey and crew all came in to do a 48 swap on Vic's truck, and then we got to talking, and I'm like, I've got chromoly pipe, and they're like, well, that'd be fun. And
came up with this crazy contraption, something I've never ever seen before. This rail is connected to a truck with like one leg on it.
Yeah, so pretty much we mounted a rail up on the back end of his truck, and then they were like, well, we want to ramp a truck. So we set up a bunch of pallets around the quad cab, and they're going to ramp the truck, and that's pretty cool. I don't know. So anyhow, check these guys out. You have a YouTube channel that you have quite a bit of. What's your YouTube channel?
It's just my name, Anthony Panza.
Anthony Panza. Check him out. A lot of cool BMX stuff. Vic.
Anyways, Yvonne, Lynn, Landon, wherever he is, the place is the best. I came here looking, put some pepper in my truck, and you know, I searched around for a long time, found the right shop, came to these guys.
And look what we're doing now.
And
we got a freaking rail to your truck.
I couldn't have picked a better shop. Like, look at this, we got rail. They took the time out of their busy day to mess with us kids, you know what I'm saying? So it turned out great. We got to ride the rail, we jumped over Levon's race $1 million truck. It was insane. It was a great time. He was scared. It was a great time. So it was a great day. You guys are the best. Firepunk. Couldn't think of enough.
Sweet, cool. Thanks for coming, guys. We had a lot of fun doing it too. It's a pretty cool little break out of our regular work day.
It was a great time.
Yeah, nice meeting you.